not believe this. Not one, but not two, but three men have turned Lady Laura's manor into their beastly den. You can't possibly let this stand. Have them stay over at the Apricots instead, somehow. That wouldn't be much of a warm welcome, would it? Besides, we plan to discuss regarding our field study, so having them stay with me at the manor is ideal. This is why I keep worrying about your safety. Oh, my goodness, wow. Please take this, Lady Laura. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Just give me... Oh, cool. Oh, right, no, he doesn't do work. It has to be her. Oh, hello, everyone. Good day, Sister Theramis. Have you grown accustomed to the Grom while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. That's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really, I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. Probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right, we'd like you to tell us a little more about it. The request mentioned you planning on making an offering. That's correct. We'll need a number of items in order to make it, so I'd like you to collect them all if you're able. Your time to take on this? I mean, if you don't, I understand. Let's just get it over with. Sure, we'll fit it right in. Thank you very much. Let me tell you about what I need you to do. As Lady Laura knows, it's a custom here in the Grom to hold a memorial service Sandlot in Eisenritter each year. The period in which the service is held is coming up rather soon, too. That sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. Memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Ooh. Good on you, church. Good on you. The Grom seems to be similar to Nord in that regard. Yeah, animism's just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teaching have spread across the continent like they have. I guess Adios must have a big heart enough for everyone, right? Quite right. Getting back on topic, though. I've actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh? Will this be your first time doing so? It will. Because of that, I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like to ask you to collect all the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. Why, what exactly will you be making? We're to make pretzels. Interesting. Interesting choice. Huh? Those bready things that look like they're all twisted into a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about that unique-looking monument at the center of town. The very same, the pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said that Eisenritter carried them onto the battlefield in their combat rations. I suppose that explains why you're giving pretzels as an offering, then. That's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need us to get, then? Yes, I almost forgot. I need to collect 5 hearty powders, 5 clear gelatins, a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up some monsters for the stuff, but what exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of the Grom's local crops, according to Father Hamilcar. Fortunately, they're not really in season right now, so none of the stores here have any. Well, that pot should be simple enough, fortunately. Our household's head chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's start our gathering. Where should we make our way first? Laura's home or the highway? I'm fine with either. We'll have to go to both eventually anyways. Okay, what have I got? I have 38 clear gelatin and 30 hearty powder. I think I have enough. Hello, Lady Laura. Something you need from me? Yeah, there's a crest I'd like of you. You have one of these things. Yep, you got some of those things. Yeah, you got that. I'll give you an entire cart. No, I don't think we need that much. I suppose a small bag should do the trick. Yep, white seed. We got that. And my thanks. Yep, very good. Yep, I said we're very good. Yes, they like her here. They like her to like a disturbing extent. And I really think that might come up in the future. I got everything. Easy peasy. Hello everyone, have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? We sure have, here you go. Hearty powder, clear gelatin, and here's the white seed you wanted. White seed. Thank you so much, there should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix up a trial batch then? And cook them? Okay. Made her pretzels and hand out a sample to everyone. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised. Well, to be honest, in a good way, I mean. See, they're actually better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling, and free. That's the most important part. That the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting is really kind of motivating. It really is. Oh, thank goodness. And what do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste I forgot to speak up. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came out of the kitchen of a professional chef like Joseph. Thank you for giving me a chance to try them. Ooh. Hey, Laura. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Sandlot statue now? I like that. After all, there's no limit on when you can leave an offering. Mind if we took some along then, sister? Not at all. It'd be rude of us to indulge in these all on our own, after all. Please, go on and take some. Let's be on our way then. Now, I've got pretzel power. Yay! 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 You can smash things even better with pretzels in hand. There we go. I'm sure this put a smile on her face. Now that's all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements for prayers of this sort? Not particularly, but it is custom to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop, let's get our praying on then. Let's see if she manages. I was working so hard on being quiet that I ended up holding my breath. Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be so harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should go back to Sister. Oh, I don't have to. Okay, thank you for just teleporting me back. Thank you. I was expecting something different. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. I feel bad about having you run all over town just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, never a job done where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. They really were delicious. If the batch you made for the memorial service turns out this good, you'll have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that's the case. Oh, yeah, I yet to offer you all your reward for helping me. It's not much, but please take these. Oh, that's actually really useful. Thank you. I'm sure we'll make them put them to good use. That's one down at least. Yeah, let's move on to the others. The others? I only have the one. All the fog on the highway seems to have dissipated too. Yeah, it seems much easier to see all the surrounding areas now. Totally. I could hardly see in front of my hand before. Well, at least we don't have to worry about getting lost today. We may find alternate routes through the areas we missed yesterday too. It's very likely. We should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast to slay. Really? Is it? Oh my! This has gotten more expansive for sure. Oh yeah, I saw this thing. I was thinking, yeah, it could be. It could be. Looks like there's a path over here. And this is clear, which makes it easy to sing paths in this area. This path leads to the top of a hill. Perhaps, but we'll need to do something about this log before we can get past there. Lammy could snap a log like that, like a toothpick. I'll need a heavy lifting to you and Lammy then. Hope you don't mind. No problemo. Okay. Characters that strike field of being can destroy fallen logs and certain other objects. Okay, that would have been good to know before when commenters told me about that. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
They wait till now. Here. Fucking Laura, take care of it. Milliam, you ain't got no. You ain't getting none. You ain't getting none. Hello and welcome back. Why am I in the middle of doing this out here? Well, I think by the end of last time I was getting just a little delirious. I might have been more sick than I thought I was. So I ended up just stopping short in just wherever I was when I really noticed that.
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Yeah, don't want to have its baboon butt going all over us. But yeah, okay, so I'm back, and that is where we are. Let's just get back into this.
Go. No escape.
Oh, I just realized Laura's father had like a craft that was like very similar to that. If not, I think it might have been like Radiant Spin or something, but basically that attack.
I'll handle this.
And he used it against me, and it was good.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Oh my, this has gotten so much more just extensive. I'm guessing the new monster's going to be up here. I presume we're not going back and having just like an entirely new area to go into.
Oh, it's so cool here, you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
Cold is only cold with a wind. Warm is only warm without a wind. Another log.
Yeah, right.
Boom, that is a good,
Very well.
good
I've got
sword.
this.
And yeah, I was right. Our little old enemy is up here. And that does not look like a beast. That looks like a Metal
Is
Gear.
that a treasure chest?
No, that is like a robot.
Okay.
That is not a treasure chest.
Here.
I'm trying to move back to Reen.
They
I'm
caught
at-
us off guard. But no matter.
Okay, Ms. Your treasure chest. What are you giving me shining? What does that to do? Really? I never actually looked at that. Strength plus 30 attack traps use cost strength minus that. Then, ooh, I like that. Who should I give that to? It's very good. Shining. Accuracy plus 50, evasion plus 5. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's just the general. Yeah. Oh, no, I definitely want that then. Ooh, who should I give that? Is that? It must be the monster Toval sent us out here to take care of. That's not a monster, that's a fucking robot. Never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Kinda looks like some sort of machine. Anyway, you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. So that's why we've been sent out to exterminate it. And at this point, we can't just go back without finishing the job. Yeah, I say let's see what this monster is made of. On your guard, everyone.
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
I just said that, users! I just said that! Okay, let's see... Oh, see how you gonna do. Okay, let's go. Oh, I don't think
worthy
we fought a
adversary.
monster. Oh, well, one of these before.
Go!
Let's see... What do we know about it? It's surprisingly susceptible to various ailments. Okay, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Good, it's not resisting delay, which is really what I wanted out of it. More than anything.
Shatter.
And how are we doing there? We are doing pretty well. Pretty well. It's not putting up much of a fight at the moment.
I've got it.
Here we
Okay, know everything about it. Let's just go ahead and delay it a little bit more.
go. Now's our chance.
An opening! Right!
Shatter.
Man, this thing is not... compared to the last
My turn.
quote-unquote monster, this thing is easy.
Go!
An opening!
And dead. Wow, okay.
Your swordsmanship gets better with every battle.
Great!
I mean,
Making
that was
progress.
really,
I'm
really
awesome.
easy. I expected a little bit of a fight. Is it dead? Seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I didn't get the feeling we were fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. What's something like this doing on a highway near the Grom? Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with the mysterious mechanical companion, after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing has any relation to Lammy. For one thing, it looks like it's made of metal. That's true. Lammy and the combat shells we use in our practical exams seem to be made of some other substance. Not metal. What the fuck are they made of if it's not metal? While they may be inorganic, combat shells do have a certain kind of warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. But Milliam's probably right. This thing doesn't seem enough like Lammy to link the two. Let's head back to the Grom. I have a feeling Toval will want to hear about this as soon as possible. True, he may even know something about this himself. Back to the Grom it is. Well, we're not going to drag it back with us and just like, hey, look what we found. Something seems amiss here. The noisy town isn't usually this noisy. Huh? Looks like the liner's back at the harbor. Oh, but who are those weird people around it? Those are soldiers. Those are definitely soldiers. What the hell? They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies. It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that's a combination of colors that represents the Lamar provincial army. But Lamar is on the other side of the Empire. What business could the provincial army have in the Grom? Hey, looks like you're back. Toval? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the street is they requisitioned the liner from the wharf on the far shore. So what we're seeing is the Lemaire's provincial army, and not Sutherland's, is still kind of a mystery. Why that is a mystery. Apparently, though, some big shot nobles visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting father? Who could possibly? That's a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourself? Since you returned to the highway, that means you took care of the monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there's something I want to ask you about regarding that. And we explained. A mechanical monster, you say? Tova? You have some kind of idea what it might be. Well, I'm not sure. But I think I'll have a go look at what's left of it just in case. Anyway, good work out there, guys. Here's your reward. So useful. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. Oh, see ya. Huh, he definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should go see what's going on at Laura's house. Agreed. And completed. Whoop-de-day, whoop-de-doo. Okay, time to find out what the hell is going on. That's a Lamar provincial army, isn't it? What bring them to the Grom of all places? Now I'm a bit worried. Oh, is the dog okay? Oh, dog, you're okay. Oh, but you're so sad. Oh, you'll be fine, I hope. They seem to be serving as someone's bodyguards. Having them around makes me feel rather uneasy, though. Why can't they just wait at the wharf instead? Hey, buddies. What you doing here? Oh, where might you be from? Our lord happens to be visiting Viscount XSEED at the moment, so I'll be sure not to disturb them. Tell me what's happening. These boondock dwellers have been standing around gawking at us the whole time. It's really starting to bother me. They just don't want you around. They're lucky their lord is the radiant blade master. Otherwise they'd have plenty to answer for. What the fuck does that mean? The fact that they're standing around staring at the fact that there's an army in their town? Oh my goodness. So I don't want to kick you in the face right now. Not one step farther, got it? This boat is currently under our command. We're prepared to swiftly detain anyone who dares to object to our presence. Okay. And not one step farther, not one step... Oh my goodness, you're so good at your job! I've heard an earful about how scenic Grom is, but it looks like any other rural town to me. I've got no interest in coming to a little hamlet like this, but work is work. Wow. Fuck you. Man, fuck these guys. They're clearly gonna be so great to deal with whatever business they have here. I don't know what's going on here, but these guys just showed up and took control of the boat. Why there's soldiers from Lamar province here, I don't know. Exactly how long do they want us to stand around here for? I can't even ask because they'll probably try and accuse me of something. That's a good point. They probably would. Hey man, not one more step, not one more step, not one more step, not one more step. You can't stop me, you can't even do anything.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
That is the plan. Oh? Hey, isn't that... There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I'm merely the lord of a minor rural region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. Well, I'm sure you understand. I would appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble right now, do we? And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honored, Your Grace. See you around. If you'll excuse us. Wow, boy, okay. Oh, you're gonna talk to us? Oh, you're gonna talk? Oh, well, thank you so much for talking to us. Oh, thank you. I'm so appreciative of this. My, if it isn't the young Laura. And Eustace Alprea, too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. Have we met him before? I don't recognize him. I don't think he's been in this game yet. They must know him. Yeah, look how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here of all people. That's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses, and ruler of the port city of Ortis. His authority extends over the entire province of Lamar to the west. I also might be pronouncing his name wrong, maybe. Nope, he doesn't even get a voice. Okay. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters calling me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future, though. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, you're the Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How do you... Oh, just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. You don't mean that in a creepy way, do you? Enough of the chit-chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. See ya, kids. How creepy are you gonna get? Cut that ponytail. Who were those men? They look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. And they seem to know about our class. I presume they're the personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Father. You don't need to look so concerned. However, it seems they've finally begun to act. The noble faction has begun acting in secret? Indeed, for the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. Intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're going to start a full-scale conflict with the informants. Seriously? That's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a larger conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. But father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. But, the same way, he also kept space between himself and the reformers, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're all convinced that nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I heard they're quite forceful about bringing these nobles who don't support the faction into the ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberea should lead the 4 great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Eustace, if you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Swarsha is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. Can't even imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving the Grom again on another one of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please attend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Father? Wow, well that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who remain neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them from being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Ah. Father? A prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'll be happy to come with you. I'm guessing Bracer Guy. Yep, hey Toval. Toval, what are you doing here? Ah, so you're here as well. When was the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne? Did he know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Brehard? Why the fuck did he need the... Why the fuck did he need the boat, then? Wait, then... Couldn't have... Did it belong to the Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Ooh, so is Rufus on their side? He seems like a nice guy, but at the same time... It's very unclear where exactly his allegiances lie. I will say, it has been a while since they really got into the meat of this whole noble versus reformist conflict. The terrorists seem pulled by it a little bit, but they seem to have their own agenda. Then again, I'd be shocked if they didn't, like, end up being involved in this conflict as well. Even, like, if the nobles or the reformists don't want them to be involved, they might just insert themselves into the conversation. It'll be interesting to see how this all develops. Something's really starting to get going behind the scenes at the very least. So, Rufus was here. He's the heir to the Alberea family. Considering our visitors none other than Duke Cayenne, it would be not surprising that Rufus would pick him up. I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that my lady Laura and her classmates brought me a pretty curious story. We got a confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside the Grom. Is that so? I believe it's the first one that's appeared in the since the counteroffensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? Indeed. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Father? Sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. Cassius. I was told he is very important to, I think, the Trails in the Sky game, so I'm not going to look into that too much, but I presume that's what they're saying means that this might be an international incident? Or at least it's looking it might go that way. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. No, she won't. She won't tell us shit until it's like too late, or just in time for us to actually do something about it. Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Field study, one more thing. Golden catch, and it's completely... You had this task for me, and you were saving it for the afternoon? Calling all fishermen, Gazelle and catch me an elusive gold salmon. Find me at Apricot's Inn for more detail on the for more detailed information. Oh my goodness, really? When you finish up for the day, I appreciate if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. Well, I wish you all well in your studies. I hope you forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality, and, well, for agreeing to the duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You'll show great promise as a swordsman. Hope you continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you look to past your uncouth father and continue to give her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Don't do this! Don't do this! Father... it would be our pleasure. I mean, would it bother you if Law ended up being not interested in men, per se? Okay, that's just like a random thought that came to my mind. You know, that's actually an interesting thought. How do homosexuality and stuff like that, bisexuality, whatever, actually seen in the Tales world? Oh, is that your shit-eating grin? Oh, is that your shit-eating grin? She sure seems to be sure does seem to be popular with the girls, though. Oh, me and Millie are on the same page. We are on the same page. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you all. Thank you all for what you've done for us. Catch you later, then. Give my best to Sarah. Taking the train. I guess they can defend themselves. Why must he always be so... Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell that how you grew up like you did. Huh? Reen's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof that the daughter of the XSEED house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once! Moving on, Tova has entrusted with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her, trying to change the subject. Oh, I'm not. Oh, Milliam. Every time Milliam just throws on her shit-eating grin. I'd like her a little bit more. One additional quest was added. After you return to the guild and file your reports, the time of day will advance, the evening and main story will proceed. So we should try to do this golden catch thing as sort of a pain as it sounds.